DC here. Hi, guys and gals. Well, it is Wednesday. Yes, finally, hump day. I don't know if any other people call it hump day. I've heard it, I don't even know where anymore. And I like the expression because basically it does say what we all think. It's like, okay, it's all downhill towards the weekend now. Try and make this a little bit darker. Let me see. Is that okay? That's a little bit too dark. Here we are. Well, not quite. Anyway, we'll just keep it there. Yeah, so what do we talk about today? Well, I found an article called The Ups and Downs of Nutrition Studies. It was in, let me see, some magazine of I think it was the Swiss Research Council or something like that. And it was basically looking at the different things over years that nutritionists have found and that have changed. Like, for example, are eggs healthy? Goodness sakes, this thing is, there's just, like all the white in the background. So are eggs healthy? All of a sudden it's like, it was no, now it's more like, yeah. Is butter healthy? It used to be no, but now it's yes. It's like people like red meat. Oh no, red meat is bad. That's the way it is now. Vegetables. Well, I guess vegetables were always good, but now it's like you can't eat meat, you got to eat plant-based, and so on. And now you've got the climate stuff that's coming in, that's saying basically, well, maybe red meat is good, but it's bad for the world because some little Swedish girl and other people tell us that it's the way it is, and so on. And it's not even actually by the fact that, it's always incompetent people that are talking to you about this, because we know that, like what makes an actress or an actor in Hollywood a nutrition expert, for example, or something like that. But no, often these studies shows that people, when they fill in the data, often lie. That's what they were saying. It's like how many people, really will talk to you about the second piece of cake that they had, or the cookie or biscuit as they call it here. It's, with your coffee, or did you put 1 or 5 teaspoons of sugar, or none, and so on. So it's all these things that are kind of like telling us that, nutrition is one thing, but nutrition studies always seem to get it wrong in the long run. So I don't know. It's an interesting subject in that respect. But it also goes on with, like, what do you do for a living? What is your job? For example, I work basically in an office. I walk a lot and run around in the plants and stuff like that. But I'm not working, in construction or things like that. I'm not working outside. I'm not a farmer or a job that's really demanding physically. And so of course my needs in food would be different. So maybe also my metabolism will be in that respect different. I'm just bringing all this because it's like a lot of things are. When you look at these studies, sometimes they give you rules, don't they? And then a few years later, the rules have changed. It's so much like that right now, also in society. A lot of the rules that we knew supposedly have changed, and the good people have become bad people, things like that. Yeah, ups and downs of studies, the ups and downs of society. Complicated, isn't it? It kind of makes one wonder. If you have no absolute truths, you have no truth. I guess one could almost say it that way. When I was looking at that, I was just thinking, like it's just one more example, where we have people that tell us what to do all the time. And I'm not saying that we should think for ourselves all the time. We should, actually. We should follow guidance. But sometimes, I mean, studies are biased, and I've seen that myself actually in science. Uh, Even though, like, I would have another vlog at one time about, science in that respect, but having worked for years in science, I know that a lot of the times the hypothesis from the people have a certain bias to it. And if you don't see what you wanted, well, go do that experiment again. Try this, and it'll probably give you what you want, and so on. And there's a lot of things like that in life, We just keep fiddling until it gives us what we want. And then we use n equals 1 for that result. And if you're in science, you know that n equals 1 is like n equals 0. You got to have many times n with the same value, or the same range, acceptable range. Yeah, talking about everything and talking about nothing, I guess, today. Yeah, just making a vlog in the middle of the week. What do you think? I mean, when you eat, do you have like a bad conscience if you take an egg? Or that extra slab of cheese or something like that? Or a little bit of butter? How do you feel about it? I mean, are you counting calories all the time? Or are you like me, you just eat? Okay, anyway, DC signing off. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.